So, it looks like we've got some more news for the Universal Monsters shortly after I did my whole pitches for all the other ones. And like I said, if you want to see my pitch ideas for the Wolfman and Phantom of the Opera, you guys can go to my Vlare videos, which, yeah, the uploading's still down. I don't know what the fuck's going on there, but what can you do? I'm a little pissed, but hey, let's not talk about that. Anyway, so we got, like I said, we got some news regarding a new Wolfman movie. Now, we've been having a resurgence since how well Blumhouse did the Invisible Man, and we've also got like Diablo Cody. She's writing the Dracula film, which makes no goddamn sense to me, but whatever. Maybe it'll be. After Invisible Man, I think Blumhouse finally hit a stride here. But now, we have a cast for the Wolfman, and that is Ryan Gosling. Ryan Gosling, very big actor, which I'm surprised at. I am very much surprised that Ryan Gosling, because I thought the idea was do not get, like, major actors for these movies. I mean, yeah, Elizabeth Moss in Invisible Man was a big-name actress, but she wasn't, like, superstar level. She's, like, star level, like, major star, but not, like, like superstar. She was like in like where the majority of the budget went for the movie, if you know what I mean. Not to disrespect Miss Moss, she was very good and she's a great actress. I was just like, I thought the idea was to get actors and actresses who had done who weren't like super high level like Tom Cruise to avoid the whole dark universe thing. But what do I know? So yeah, Ryan Gosling is our Wolfman. Now, I don't know if he is playing, I have no idea if he is playing Lawrence Talbot, or if he's playing a new character. All I know is he's the Wolfman. He is the Wolfman. I don't think we haven't gotten a director yet for this movie. I'm still waiting on that. What do I think? I don't know. I'm not the biggest Ryan Gosling guy. I don't, I think he's a decent actor, but I've never been like, oh shit, Ryan Gosling! It's never been like that for me. It's never really been like that for me. He's a good actor, but he does not strike me as a... And I understand, we're not here for the wolf... we're not here for the human. We're here for the Wolfman. I understand that. And I hope that's what they remember with this movie, is make it a werewolf... Remember, it is a movie about the Wolfman, not Ryan Gosling as the Wolfman. Please remember that when you make this fucking movie. You just hit a stride with Invisible Man. Don't cock it up next, in the second go around. I'm also excited for James Wan's Frankenstein, and I'm half and half on Diablo Cody's Dracula. I don't know how the fuck that's playing out, but whatever. But Ryan Gosling as the Wolfman. Oh boy. He doesn't click with me as the Wolfman. He really doesn't. But remember, I could be totally wrong. I'm not good at casting to begin with. I am in no way great at casting films, nor am I good at, picking the right actor, the right actors or whatever. So, I don't know, maybe this will be really good and I'll be wrong. But as it stands, I'm like, did we need Ryan Gosling? Could we have not gotten, like, somebody else? Like, I understand, you want star power for these movies. You do want someone to be like, oh, that so-and-so's in that movie, I want to go see it. But, like, we did that with Benicio del Toro's Wolfman, and we had Hugo Weaving, we had Emily Blunt, we had Anthony Hopkins, we had a lot of big-name actors. I personally like the 2010 Wolfman remake, and I think it's high time, like, it's been over 10 years since we had a, Wolfman movie. So I think it's time to try again. But I don't know, Gosling just seems like... Because the thing is like, the thing about Ryan Gosling is that you need someone... Is that Ryan Gosling plays these very stoic, very, like, very cold and calculating characters. When I want to see someone to play Larry Talbot or whoever, or it's a completely new character, when I want to see Larry Talbot, let's assume that he is playing Larry Talbot. When I want to see someone playing Talbot, I want to see, like, actual emotion, like someone who can, be funny, someone who can emote a lot of different emotions, like that kind of panic that Lon Chaney Jr. really emoted when he was the werewolf, and at the same time you felt a lot of sympathy for him. And I'm not saying that Gosling can't do that. I'm just saying, like, his MO for characters are just kind of there. They are just kind of like the same character, like this stoic, very like, I know what's going on, and I'm in charge, da 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 da. It's not like that. If it was like, if they said like Jake Gyllenhaal was playing the Wolfman, I'd have been like, okay, he can play panic characters really well, and that's what you need. You need someone who can play someone who's panicked and at the same time trying to get his shit together. If you real quick, because I don't want to go too deep into it, if you want to see my full pitch for the Wolfman, if you haven't already, go to my link on to Vlair TV to see my talk, how I would pitch the Wolfman movie, as well as Phantom of the Opera, because I got to do that here. I post the other ones here because the uploading business. But long story short was that how I would have done the Wolfman movie is make it a period piece, but not in the 1800s. I would have it set in Alabama during the 1960s, and what I would do is focus on an African American doctor who has come in to basically help staff the hospital, but he's not. Let's just say he ain't welcome. The neighborhood ain't very welcoming, and while this is going on, he is more or less trying to help figure out what's going on with these animal attacks. He eventually gets bit by the werewolf, and it slowly discovers that, yeah, he is a monster, and he's turning into this monster, and it's more or less a story about society turning a man into a monster while he becomes a monster itself. I go a little more in depth with the review with it. Also, I wanted to have like I also wanted to have a fun connection with all the dogmen sightings in the world, in the U.S., and have it that, and not really go in depth with it, but I wanted to have this fun moment of like when the guy is trying to figure out, what the hell am I, and are these werewolves real? And he comes to this conclusion of like, and I wouldn't say like outright, but it's just his theory. But his theory is like maybe when mankind, when we were coming to colonize America over from Europe, maybe people who were werewolves were on those ships in secret and got out and started spreading their curse across America, on a grander scale, and that's why we have dogmen sightings across the world. Like I said, I go a little more in depth with it in my video for my pitch for the Wolfman. But, yeah, I'm gonna have to see who directs this movie before I give my full thoughts on it. I'm hoping for someone who really can really bring out the best in the Wolfman. Not to say Joe Johnston didn't with his 2010 Wolfman remake, but, like, at the same time, Jesus fucking Christ, was this not the right actor to get, I feel like. But again, I will fully admit, I haven't seen the movie yet. It ain't even made yet. And I don't want to cast judgment too soon, because I have made a lot of snap judgment calls, and they've been totally fucking wrong. So yeah, I'm just gonna wait. But right now, Ryan Gosling was not in my top 10 pick to play the Wolfman. So anyway, so you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of Ryan Gosling playing the Wolfman? Are you guys excited? Are you guys not? Who would you cast to play the Wolfman? Would you get someone? Would you get a Larry Talbot, or would you make it a new character? And what would you do with it? Just yeah. I'm always curious to hear what you guys have to say about this. But yeah, until next time, I will see you guys later.